Hey, welcome back. And it's about that time, crunch time, actually. I just realized yesterday that my middle kid's driving test date, where, he turned 16, is barely a month away, like a month and 5 or 6 days. We're running out of time. I don't know where I am on my 45-day counter challenge. I'd say I'm probably at least 10 days in, give or take, which is right about, the same as the days I have till his birthday. Uh, so here we are. We did pick up an LQ4. Well, had one dropped off to us, thanks to my friend Gabe, who happened to be in town. Brought it with him because he had to go to the butcher anyway. So here we go, Oklahoma friends. We did get it pulled apart yesterday. Got my old pan drip catch here, as I left it upside down overnight to drain as many fluids out of it as I could before I went to load it up in the car and take it to the machine shop. So here we are on this. This short block has what's presumably new or near new heads. And I know that may seem like a stretch, but he wasn't particularly sure of the history of what the seller told him when he bought it like 10 years ago, because he bought a 2500 Suburban specifically to swap a diesel in, which he did. So it now has a Duramax. That truck's original engine is what we have right here, which was literally pulled as an almost entirely complete assembly down to the ECU and the wiring harness, which is untouched, not chipped, no rats, nothing. Sat on a crate, put in a climate controlled shop, and that's pretty much where it sat for the better part of 9 years. So what we got is honestly a pleasant surprise as far as freshness goes and the overall condition of this engine. So like I see here, you can still see the aluminum on the backside of like carbon buildup, which isn't that bad. The razor sharp edges when it was machined are still there. And you can see the biggest telltale is how beautifully clean these runners are, right? Like hardly any buildup. And it's the same story over here. On top of that, look at the color of these seals, like brand new. There's a blue and brown. As you know, the seal color doesn't really matter, but there was a time you could buy two, and they would say one was exhaust, one was intake, just for it really not to matter later down the line. So this is good. This means that theoretically we should be able to just throw some new seals and springs on those heads, which is what I'm going to do. Because unlike the Hemi build, I don't have nearly the capital to go all out. I have to kind of pick and choose my battles here. And the big concern is going to be the short block and what it might need. We're going to try to do re-ring, re-bearing. I'm going to try to get the short block to Stanley today so he can measure it out and see what we have. And we'll just kind of go from there.